Hi everyone, I'm Mitch from Cronin Performance Training, and today I'm going to take you through some self-massage techniques you can do from home. What you're going to need is either a foam roller or a trigger ball if you have one. If you don't, a steel drink bottle and a hard plastic ball will work just as well. First one we're going to focus on is we're going to do the upper back. This is particularly important if you're spending long periods of time sitting at a desk hunched over a computer typing away. All you're going to need for this one is a hard plastic ball. If you're a bit new to this sort of stuff, a tennis ball will work just as well. It's a little bit softer and can get you into it a little bit easier. On the other end, if you're a bit more used to this sort of activity, go for something harder like a hockey ball or a cricket ball. Firstly, you're going to place the ball up against the wall with your opposite hand. It's a little bit easier, and we're aiming between the shoulder blade and the spine. It's going to place in the wall there, and then you're going to lean up against it. Really handy trick is bringing that arm across the body just to pull the shoulder blade slightly away from the spine a little bit to open up a nice gap in there. All you're going to do is use your body weight to lean up against the ball and then move in small movements up and down the wall and side to side. If you find any point that's slightly tight, like I've just found right there, it makes nice small circle movements, nice and small, aiming at just kneading all those tight muscles out, just like you would all that bread everybody's been making. Moving side to side, making sure you're breathing nice and normally, getting in a range of different angles there, trying to find any sort of tight or tender spot where you might be a little bit tighter, and just lingering on those points for a little bit of time, couple of nice deep breaths, really trying to relax as much as possible. Once you've done the one side, grabbing the ball, switching to the other side and repeating again on the other side. Big key with this sort of stuff is you try and stay nice and relaxed, particularly when you get to some of those tight and tender points. The last thing you want to do is tense up, because all you're going to do is make those muscles tense, and what we're trying to do is the exact opposite, nice and relaxed. So if you find any tender points where you feel yourself jam up a little bit, take a couple of nice deep breaths to help those muscles relax. Right, the next one we're going to go through is sitting on the ground, using your ball again, and we're going to focus on the hip area. This is really good if we've been sitting down for long periods of times, and also if you're starting to get a bit of a sore lower back as well. Really important that we focus on the hips, as quite often our lower back soreness is actually coming from really tight hips, particularly if we've been sitting down for long periods of time. So what we're going to do is take our ball, place it on the ground, using your hands and feet to support your body weight. You're going to come up and sit on the ball on one side. We're aiming to keep our legs and lower body on about a 45-degree angle. That way we're getting into the nice meaty part of our hips. So from here, we're just going to lower our weight down, keeping most of our weight supported on our hands and our legs as well. Just slowly easing yourself down to put a little bit more weight down on the ball. From here, we're just going to make small movements again. Circles work great for this. Just a nice small circle, round and round, trying to find any of those tight points again. If we find a really tight point, this one's nice and simple. All you're going to do is sit on it, take a nice couple of deep breaths, nice inhale, and nice exhale, just trying to put a little bit more weight on and really trying to let our body relax down onto those points. If you're finding it a little bit tough, all you're going to do is push up a little bit more to take a little bit more weight off, or use a slightly softer ball like a tennis ball. Just going to keep making nice small movements, trying to find any small sore tight point, and then just rest on it when you find it. Once it's relaxed off a little bit, start moving again. Same as with the last one. Once you've done one side, we're then going to move to the other side. With this, you're looking at 30 seconds to a minute each side, sort of 3 to 4 times. If you're finding it particularly tough, you'll want to go for longer periods of time rather than shorter, but use a softer ball and just allow your body to get used to this sort of movements. Righty, last one we're going to go through today is going to focus up on the neck area, particularly if you really get a stiff neck sitting at a desk or computer for long periods of time, or picking things up off the ground. All you're going to need for this is your hard plastic ball again, and place it down on the ground. Right, for this one, there's going to be very little movement, as opposed to the last ones where we've been moving along the range of the muscle. So from here, you're going to come lying down on your back, and the ball is going to place just below the last bony point on the back of your neck. So the way you can find the point is put your fingers in the middle of your head, run it straight down the back of your skull, find a bony point, and we're looking for that little hollow just below there. All you're going to do is position the ball so it's sitting in that little gap there. Can take a little bit to find and get right, but it should feel relatively comfortable there. It shouldn't feel like it's jabbing in to the back of your skull. So from there, all we're going to do is just relax down, eyes on the ceiling, everything else lying nice and relaxed, and we're just going to stay here and take a nice, good, deep inhale and exhale for 10 breaths. What this is going to do is going to help lengthen out the neck away. Is quite often, as we're sitting at a desk for long periods of time, we end up very hunched up here. All it's going to do is help extend yourself up there as well. At no point should it ever feel like it's a jabbing pain. It should feel like the ball's just sitting in nice and relaxed, and we're taking nice deep inhales and exhales, and we should start to feel nice and tall afterwards. That's it for our at-home self-massage exercises. Give them a try, see how you go. If you have any questions, chuck them in the comments down below. Make sure everybody stay safe.